Hello, I'm Jay Allen, Mayor of the City of Fitchburg, and I think the process that we have here is going really well. People seem to be getting excited about the possibilities that are available to them under our new smart code, and I think we're going to see some great things happen in the city as a result of the work we're doing this week.
Hi, my name is Randy Christensen. I work for Sviam Enterprises. Came out tonight to the open house here. I found it very informative. They displayed a number of charts that I was able to go through and look at some of the elements that we had paid close attention to, and they provided some great answers for us.
Hi, my name is Jeff Dyer. I'm the lead urban designer for Placemakers, and I'm going to run you through the plans that we've been developing over the last couple of days that we presented tonight at our public pinup. So I'm going to run you through 3 of our 4 demonstration projects that we've been working on. The first is a greenfield project known as Green Tech up in the northeast. This is a current proposal by the developer for this piece of land under the current ordinance, and our task was to actually look at that design and with the minimal changes see how it would be transcribed into a smart code compliant development. Some of the key changes being the neighborhood structure, which you can start to see with these pedestrian sheds or 5-minute walk center to edge. This would be a neighborhood here. This would be a neighborhood here focused more on the tech component, and then a neighborhood we've identified here with new developments here and an existing development as part of Swan Creek here. Other changes that you'll notice is a primary public space at the center of the neighborhood and a civic building. There are some breaks in the blocks so that we are compliant with the requirement for block size, so that we have good pedestrian and vehicular connectivity. And there are also the applications of the transect zones that we've been talking about, this being the T5, the urban center, located close to a future transit facility here and the major roads into the development, and the T4, the urban general, up here, and then transitioning into T3 and lighter uses here. And of course you'll see the green, which is the T1, the natural area that is an existing greenway and stream that would be preserved, and including other wetlands, or sorry, wooded woodlands in the area. The next demonstration project is an infill example of how the smart code might be used to redevelop and change the pattern of an area from a more automobile focus to the more pedestrian mixed use focus that the smart code would allow. This is the North Fish Hatchery design area with the Fitchburg commercial area here, and an existing apartment complex here that has a few units that have been removed over time, and the Pines apartment complex right here that has been had some improvements over the last couple of years. What we're looking at mainly is the potential redevelopment of this area here. This is the proposed potential redevelopment, again showing the neighborhood pedestrian shed here, a rehabilitated natural corridor through here that would remedy the current pesticide and other environmentally inappropriate uses from the golf course, and to create a complete neighborhood. Again, the dark area here is the T5, and you have a mix of potentially a commercial main street, potentially a grocery store, and some higher density, a variety of higher density residential types, and then transferring over here into the T4 or the general. So this would look at a redevelopment over time of the area to become compliant with the intent of the smart code and your comp plan, which is to say to become more mixed use, more pedestrian friendly, more diverse, and more environmentally sustainable.
Hi, my name is Andrew Von Mauer. I'm a design consultant for Placemakers on the Shred in Fitchburg. And today what we did is we presented some proposals for the area called the Northeast neighborhood. that the city is pursuing a possible comp plan, neighborhood plan designation for. And so I'm going to guide you through some of the design concepts that we explored and investigated today. Okay, this is the draft Northeast Neighborhood Future Land Use Plan that's part of the comp plan submission that's being considered by the city for this area. You can see Highway 14 here, County Road MM here, Larson Road here, and the area that we're going to be looking at is about 250 acres in size. That's right in this area between Larson Road and County Road MM. So what you see here is two separate plans. On the left side is a slightly modified version of the existing developer concept plan, and it has been minimally adjusted to meet minimum smart code compliance. So not a whole lot was changed in order to make this transition, but there were some minor additions that we had to make and some minor modifications that have to do with primarily civic space provisions in the centers of the two neighborhoods, but also some blocks were a little on the large side that we had to reduce to meet smart code compliance. On the right hand side you see a proposal for a improved design for the same area. The intention is that the dwelling unit density is the same, but that the design has been revised in order to address some challenges that the existing concept has, and some of those challenges include drainage issues, especially on the south side, that were addressed. Also some contiguous green space connections, multiple provisions for civic spaces and community gardens and civic reserve sites, and also some issues that had to do with the backs of houses fronting onto the public right-of-way. So those things were resolved, as well as some topography issues.
So just as a reminder, this has really been our first pinup. You know, we've listened to the developers and other stakeholders and the residents' ideas and concerns for the areas, and looking at how these various sites might be designed under the smart code. And this has been our first chance to pin up what we think we heard and what we think the designs might look like. But again, this is you know, we're looking for continued input, and these designs will change. This is our testing ground, so we hope that you guys continue to stick with us, give us comments, and see what we're doing so that we can continue to improve and create a code that delivers the intent of your city's vision.